welcome to pre-race intros. Let's talk about our Bristol race. The big headline is Denny Hamlin starting at the back. He'll have to work his way to the front today after a random qualifying draw put him dead last. Also, another headline is Daniel Suarez from Mexico. He is starting beside Denny Hamlin. He's got a lot of work to do, but I think he can do it as long as he keeps his car out of trouble. Our biggest headline is Tyler Reddick wins the pole at Bristol from a random qualifying draw. Alongside him is Ryan Newman, 34, Michael McDowell. Michael McDowell had a strong season after taking that clutch win at Sonoma, got in the playoffs. He's in the second race. And let's talk about the big headline of this week. Michael McDowell should have not been in the playoffs if it weren't for Kyle Busch, who wrecked out. And he wrecked the whole field and missed the next round of the playoffs. And Michael McDowell said, "We're happy to be here, and I hope we can snag this win today at Bristol. And I'm excited. We'll see what we can do." And another big headline is Ryan Blaney missed this race. He and Kyle had a little bit of a fight, or Tyler Reddick and Kyle had a fight last race, and Kyle was suspended, and he was suspended and won't come back for two races next year. So that will be Daytona and the race after. We'll go to qualifying. We'll go to the starting lineup. Tyler Reddick on pole was Ryan Newman, Michael McDowell, Brad Keselowski on Michael McDowell's outside, Martin Truex Jr. with Chase Elliott on his outside. Albert Austin Dillon and Alex Bowman doing a solid qualifying effort. Kevin Harvick, Eric Almirola are starting near the back of the field. See if they can pull off a victory. Joey Logano is the big headline. He's the furthest. He is the lowest qualifying Ford in this field. We will talk to him in just a minute as Eric Jones qualifies next to Chase Elliott, Daniel Suarez and Denny Hamlin. And we're going to talk to Joey now. Joey, how do you feel being the lowest qualifying Ford in the race? I'm kind of disappointed with that random qualifying draw, but we'll see what we can do. Hopefully Reddick doesn't blow an engine in the middle of the race and we'll probably steal it. But if we don't, thanks to all the sponsors, Pennzoil, Auto Trader, for coming this far with us. We're excited. We'll see what we can do. And yeah, sorry. So let's get the command. Drivers, start your engines as they're ready to take off. Now we go to Fox coverage. Thank you. I'm Mike Joy. This is Clint Boyer and Jeff Gordon. As we are set to go 10 laps around Bristol Motor Speedway. The green flag is in the air. Ryan Newman is black flagged for starting too early as they wreck behind them. Alex Bowman flips over. What an amazing start already. We already have a car flipped over, and we're going to head to commercial break. We are back from commercial break as Ryan Newman has to make a pit stop. Under caution, so does Keselowski. He wants to make a pit stop. Keselowski has to make a pit stop. Hand it over to Mike. Here comes the restart. And the lights are out at Bristol. We're going to commercial break. Chase Elliott is your leader. The lights are still out in Bristol. They might come back on, but we might have to race a little bit without the lights. They might come back on as it's pitch dark and the cars are racing again. You can hardly tell who's even in the lead, but I can tell it's Elliott. And the lights are back on in Bristol. The lights had a calamity moment as Elliott takes the lead. We're only on lap... Oh, they wreck. Two guys just wrecked, and we're only on lap 3... Or we're only on lap 5 of 10, so. And then we're going to restart on lap 9. So 4 laps under caution. We're going to restart with 2 to go. as they both have to make a pit stop, and they have to go off pit road, do a full lap, and it's going to be Eric on the roll. They're going to be starting in back. Harvick takes the lead. It's Joey Logano. Joey's on his outside. Joey's on the outside, and Newman's out of the race. Here he comes. They're on the inside. Here they come. White flag. 1 more lap to go. Eric Jones is showing speed in that car as he goes on the back straightaway. Almost with the lead. As Elliott, Harvick, here they come. Eric Jones slides coming in turn 1 a little bit. They make contact. Elliott's going to win at Bristol. Austin Dillon, Kevin Harvick, Brad Keselowski. Eric Jones finished the race backwards. Joey Logano and a bunch of other drivers as Chase Elliott's going to do his burnout after we see the finishing order. How in the world was that? So amazing. Elliott's doing his burnout. Woo! Woo! Joey Logano. Bye-bye. The end race show as Chase Elliott took home the victory in Bristol, but Eric Jones was not happy with Logano after what happened, and they ended up getting into a fight because of that, and Logano was like, I had enough, and he turned him. It's the second week in a row somebody has turned someone for doing something, but this time, not on purpose. Kyle did that last week and got a suspension, but Joey, we just heard, not getting a suspension. So, we're going to talk to Joey. Joey, what did you do? Man, I just wanted to go that win so bad, and Eric, I feel bad, but I knew that we were not going to have enough momentum, and I got kind of loose coming off the corner, and it just turned me. It kind of turned me and Jones, and I got kind of little loose. But in the replay, Joey, we don't see you ever get loose. Did you do that on purpose, or are you just lying that you really did not get loose? I did kind of get loose, but you couldn't see it because it was a little wiggle. And I got into Jones, and the next thing I knew, he was driving backwards. And thank you, Logano. Let's talk to the winner of this race, Chase Elliott, who makes it to the next race. Elliott, what are you thinking? Amazing! Woo! He said that during his burnout. All right, Elliott, so what does it feel like to be in the next race? It feels okay to be in the next race. I mean, it's sad for the Fords. 2 Fords are eliminated this race, and a Toyota, no Fords are eliminated this race, but unfortunately we have to say goodbye to 2 Chevys, 2 important Chevys, Alex Bowman and Tyler Reddick. We will miss them for the rest of the season, but hopefully we can go out there and win the championship and not have a horrible rest of their season. Thank you, Chase. Let's talk to runner-up Austin Dillon. Austin, what did you feel coming out of that final corner? I felt really aggressive, but I already knew we crossed the finish line, and I couldn't have got any more aggressive like Cole Trickle did in Talladega Nights, where he just drove his car off pit road and ran straight into that guy. But it's frustrating. But we made it to the next round, and we say goodbye to 2 Chevys, which we'll talk to in a minute. Thank you, Dylan. Thank you, Austin. Tyler Reddick, Alex Bowman, we have to say goodbye to. How unfortunate is that? You just won at Martinsville and you had a blown engine this race. How does that feel to be? How sad is that? You won at Martinsville, made it to this race, and now you're in the next round, gone. Miserable, sad. I mean, we had a strong Chevy this race, and it was just all miscommunication. I think something blew, and we had a horrible start in. I don't know if Bowman was okay after that accident. He went soaring. Very, very unfortunate, but we'll see how we perform next year. Hopefully we do better. Thank you. Bye-bye. Well, that's the end of the pre-race show. That is the end of the end race show. Goodbye. Daytona 500, 2:30 p.m. Eastern in real life. 2:30 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Pacific time. Goodbye.